Welcome, Fireboy.
Welcome, Lagos. Thanks for having me. How you doing?
I'm great.
Thanks for being a great hype woman.
Right?
I
Like, do you think
appreciate
I should take that, aside also?
Don't risk it.
I should not risk it. Okay. How you doing? How you feeling? You look amazing.
Thank you. I feel good. I feel blessed. Having a great time just promoting my album.
Great.
Enjoying life one step at a time.
Very important. I know I told you something behind the scenes. I said you did a thing with this album. Like you're like, okay, in your faces you all. I'm back.
Yeah, I just felt like, I felt like making music that I personally felt we needed, in a time like this.
Very
where,
true. Very true.
Everything gets crazy and you just need to relax, take a breather. Yeah, it's an album for like people who just want to relax and just take a break from everything and just
Very sporting, I must say, and it's good to have you here. This is City 1051 and my name is Ini, and I've told you I'm saying it again so it doesn't leave your head.
I can't forget.
All right, what are you most grateful for apart from your album, which you dropped this year? What are you most grateful for in the year 2024?
Having the luxury of time to take a break from everything and just like relax, to take a breather, being able to take a breather from the madness of it all.
True.
It's something that's very underrated, that we don't really like pay cognizance to, but it's very important, especially
Very
like
true.
for people like me who have like kind of like really
Busy schedule.
Not just like physically, emotionally too, like so it's always something going on, so it's important to like take a break and just relax.
That's important. For a celebrity, that's
I'm grateful
something
for
that you all yearn for, that time for yourself away from all the drama. And I'm glad that you were able to have that. Let's talk about Adedamola. You dropped that album, everyone went berserk. Wow, Fireboy is back. Yes, this is the Fireboy that we knew from Laughter, Tears and Goosebumps. It's an amazing project, I must tell you. I'm glad I'm even saying it face to face. It's an amazing project. And before we delve deep into the album, I just want to ask you this it's something that comes to my mind anytime I look at, people in the top, at the top of their careers and stuff. You're at a level where you've garnered significant height, you've garnered significant wins, but is it something that you still face, some kind of challenge you still face as a big artist, apart from looking for time for yourself?
Honestly, if I start this, like I won't be able to stop.
Just
and I think it's the same everywhere in all walks of life. It doesn't matter what you do.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how seemingly big
Okay.
it is. There's always going to be perks and
Of course.
like cons. So like those things, honestly, at this stage, I see those things as part of the game. Man. Like I just at this point, it's like
Can you mention a
We're
few?
here.
Because it feels like, from watching from behind, people always feel like, okay, you guys have got your things together. It's probably not facing any challenge at this level, or like when you're talking to up and coming artists, there's a lot they would say they are facing in the industry. So, but for you as a big artist, what would you say is the biggest challenge that you face?
That's a very tough question to ask, to be honest, because me answering this question would mean that I have actually like taken time to really like focus on it. Honestly,
right?
I'm not going to lie. That there's always challenges. In
Okay.
fact, when I made it big, I realized that it gets crazier.
True.
Naturally. So like, I've never really been. I just charge it to the game. Like it's just sometimes you get disrespected. Sometimes people don't really like see your worth. Sometimes people see you finish. Sometimes people don't see enough of you. It happens. Different things happen. Sometimes you're not able to do things that you used to do. Sometimes people stop seeing you as human. All those things. I just chalked it up to the game. And you worked hard to be here. So whatever you use your eyes see, take out like that. So like moving with that mentality kind of helps, because
just a moving
it
train.
always gets crazy.
That's good. And still along that, still in the same vein, you've achieved a lot, garnering billions of streams, taking serious awards. Is there something that you're still clamoring for in this music space?
Right now, I'm grateful for everything I've achieved so far.
Okay.
And I know there's more coming. Like there's always more coming as long as I don't stop working.
True.
So right now, where I'm at right now is a place of contentment and gratefulness. And you can hear it in the album. I'm not trying to say I'm just singing from my heart. Like I made that album with so much love in my heart, like love that came from a place of contentment, and the only kind of realization that comes from after pain you know, there's when pain eats you, there's one realization like, oh, okay, yeah, that kind of peace that comes out of your head. That's where I'm at right now.
I like the way you think, actually.
Yeah,
it's so you're just very easygoing, and you're like, okay, man, I'm just on a moving train, grateful for everything that comes my way, and that's very important. You're in touch with your vulnerability or your vulnerable side of you, and that's also very good, because a lot of celebrities always come up and be like, hey, I'm good.
I don't think it's ever been a celeb, to be honest, because we're all human. But like, yeah, I think everyone has that stage where you get there.
True.
Like
true.
you just
True.
It just eats you.
So at Day Damola, we can tell from the songs on the album, you can just say that it's a very personal album.
Yeah.
So when I listened to the album, let me give you a short story. So when you dropped the album, I obviously at night. I don't know what is it with dropping albums at night. So I woke up in the morning and started listening to it. I could just feel that musical prowess, and it's something that I feel like a lot of artists should learn from. Let people feel like be in touch with the music, and also be in touch with you as an artist, and that's something I applaud you for. How long did it take you to make the album?
I think it was a span of like over a year.
Wow, 14 tracks.
Yeah, I mean, you have to record a lot of songs to pick from. But it was not just the recording process, it was the things that happened in between. The times where I struggled with self-doubt. And I went to hide for like maybe a couple of months and listened to what I have so far. Like, okay, this is good. And then I was going through my own personal stuff, and I wasn't recording. I was just learning from like life experiences. So it wasn't just about the recording process. It was about the things that happened to me in the course of that like 1 year. Everything just culminated to just make the album make sense. So I'll think something happens to me, and then I'm like, okay, and then subconsciously I just make a song out of it. I'm like, that is what's going on in my life right now. Yeah, this one's going to make the album. That's how it all happened. And then I think after I recorded Alan Back, the moment I recorded that second verse, I knew that I'd finished the album.
I actually have that song queued up. It's one of my favorite on the album as well.
That was the verse I recorded, and I was like, Damola, at this point you need to calm down, relax. You've done enough.
Yeah. I mean, you said something that is very striking. You said you battled with self-doubt, and you also mentioned that when you created Isholua, you created it at a point in your life where you were at your low point. Can you share with us exactly what you were going through at the time that inspired the song Isholua?
I think it's pretty obvious that if I was going to share it, I would have shared it by now. I would have said it probably that same interview where you heard that from. But I mean, that's not the point. The whole point is not to tell people what I went through. Because no, it wasn't actually that. I don't know, the way I see it.
So why can't you share it if it's not deep?
Because it's really like everyone has their own stuff they're going through. Like I would just be satisfying people's curiosity if I tell them. There's nothing they can do about it.
True.
But the point is, I was at a point where I was reminded so much about how human I am, and instead of like letting it weaken me and wallowing in it, I was like, let me just let's see what music can come out of this pain. Like me, when I experience pain as an artist, it might sound crazy, but my first instinct after like feeling the pain and hurting from it is like, let me see if something nice can come out of it. So like, that's why at some point I was looking for Heartbreak, but that's not the point. But
I was going to come to that tweet. What was that tweet about? A lot of people were beginning to think that, probably what inspired the album was you being heartbroken at some point. And
I've told listeners and fans many times, when I write songs like that, it's not just my story. Like, I see things.
But that tweet you posted on X, you were like, let me travel to another place, maybe I'll gonna experience another heartbreak. So
sometimes I like to just tweet jarring stuff to get people going. It's like when I'm bored. I do that a lot. It's like a guilty pleasure for me.
Well, who did you enjoy working with the most? You had solid collaborations on the album, and thank you so much for Lagbaja. We did not see that coming.
Yeah, real one. Yeah,
we did not see that coming. Like, I mean, who would have thought? And it worked really well. Even with Seun Kuti, when I saw Ecstasy, Fireboy, Seun Kuti, what magic is going to happen here? And you found a way to actually give us a good song. So who did you enjoy working with? Of course, it's John Baptiste on that album too. Such a wonderful artist, instrumentalist as well. Who did you enjoy working with the most?
Honestly, this is tough to say. I'm not even going to lie. Every single person I worked on the album, brought unique experiences. Every single collaboration was unique in itself. But just for the sake of, I'll point out the Lagbaja collaboration because that one was very meticulous. It was very serious. It was so, and I learned a lot, from, working with him. That there's a difference in generations when it comes to making music, and I could see clearly that, oh wow, so this is how they used to make music that time, and it was very intriguing. And then he saw the way we make music now. It felt somehow, it felt like not somehow, it felt strange to feel so young in front of like another artist. Like I felt like a Gen Z, even though I'm not. But it was very fun, intriguing. He's a very meticulous
person,
detailed, person, and it was such an honor, like having him on the record.
So before you even thought of Lagbaja, you probably had like back and forth in mind, right? And did you like
the day we decided to get him on the record was the day I recorded the song.
Okay.
When I was making the song, Olamide was in the studio.
In my head, I'm like, how did you even think of Lagbaja? He has been off, the music scene for a long time.
That's why I am grateful for people like Olamide in my life.
Right.
I'm grateful for the team I have. I have people around me who have a very good ear for music. Like you can easily tell when something is meant for something and when someone is meant for something, and it just clicks.
True.
So when I make music, I have a support system that I can easily fall back on and say, oh, okay, what do you think? And immediately, so that makes it easier to work with.
Okay.
I'm grateful to Olamide and my whole team.
The sourcing was very sporty, and apart from the collaborations, also the lineup. Man, you really took it personal.
Yeah, that took a while.
The lineup.
Yeah, we had
the album.
A lot of back and forth on that.
Damn.
I'm very particular with maybe I'm just an R&B guy.
Okay.
I grew up listening to properly made R&B albums. So that kind of like just
stuck.
Ingrained. I was like, I couldn't wait to start implementing those things in our own Afrobeats culture. Way. So like, interlude, all those kind of things. It just makes it an experience rather than just a playlist.
Good, because the lineup, you're listening to one song, the next song that comes up, you're still pumped. There's no low moment. Like it was very
properly thought out.
Very
that's why it took so long.
Very spotted, and it was worth the wait. Fireboy, do you have a thing with August? I was that. Do you have a thing with the month of August?
I saw the thing when the song dropped. Yeah, I saw Fireboy that dropped his last Fireboy in August. I'm like, I didn't plan this.
Really?
Yeah, I think it
Playboy,
has
Apollo.
To do with my nature. I tend to procrastinate a lot.
Okay.
I change plans a lot. I think on the go, and I'm very impulsive. So most of the time when I plan something, like, January, February, I'm always making plans, I'm always changing, I'm always overthinking. So for some reason, towards the middle of the year is where my mind is always calm. I'm like, I'm ready, let's go. And I guess that's why it just ended up in August.
Because I was wondering, but I was thinking maybe you have like somebody or something that inspired you in the month of August, and you just decided that you're always going to...
It's just Providence.
It's just Providence. Okay, that's good. And you spoke a lot about, your relationship with Olamide, and to be honest, it's beautiful to see how people in YBN are so connected. The bond is very strong. We could tell even your relationship with Asake, with the time that you've spent with Olamide and your fellow signees and all that you've learned from him. Are you looking at owning a record label soon?
That's a crazy question. I've not put so much thought into that yet. I'm having a great time, working with Olamide and the rest of the family. Right now, it's more than just music. It's
true.
It's deeper than that. Like, we are locked in for life because there's way more beyond music and Fireboy and stardom and all that stuff. So it's deeper than that. So yeah, there will always be like changes, and those things will happen in the future. We'll never know.
Okay.
When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it.
Okay, because we see a lot of young artists, people who owned, just going to owning a record label, and you've been very prominent in the music scene, and I think that owning
a record label is different from like helping nurture the culture and help artists. I think that one I'm interested in. I don't know if I have to open a label to do that. If I have to open a label to do that, then
you have to.
But yeah, I'm determined to help in young talents the way I've also been developed and
helps.
helped.
Yeah. And that one person is Ayomaf that you've really, pushed out there. He speaks about you a lot. I had a conversation with him and he was just grateful for what you did. And if at all, so I'm thinking, if at all you're going to get, a record label, he's probably going to be one of your signings, right?
I don't think it works that way. Like right from the beginning, it was never that way. It was just a thing of I saw a young boy who's very talented and seems down to earth and seems like a good person.
True.
Who played me a very beautiful record. I was like, this is nice.
Yeah.
I would love to, and everything just blew up from there. So like, I don't think it's just but I'm grateful that the way someone else had such influence in my life, I've been able to in my own little way help someone out. It feels really good.
True.
And I'm hoping to do more.
True.
So maybe that record label thing might not be a bad idea.
I gave you the idea, don't forget.
Just whining you. But I mean, it's all a matter of time. In due time, everything will all make sense.
True. And I know that it's definitely going to make sense. So if you're just tuning in, I've got Fireboy in the studio with me on Twitter Cafe. Your fans are already dropping messages. Send a message. You have a question for him, or you can call 0700-1051-1051. We're going to listen to the absolute fave. My absolute fave on the album is Ecstasy, right?
Oh, wow.
Yes, I love the song. This is my
you
fave.
have great taste.
Oh, thank you. Because where the song, the playlist that the song is going to go to, right?
Oh, yes.
Right?
There's always going to be that one song in the Fireboy album.
Of course. Anytime I hear that saxophone part, I just start giggling.
Yeah.
Man.
Saxophone is such a beautiful instrument.
It's very sexual.
Yeah.
I just had to put it out there. Very sexual, very sensual, very soulful as well. Very, very nice collaboration. Ecstasy, like I said, is my fave. And let me give you just insight. Just anytime I listen to it, I just imagine myself in the video. So when are you shooting the video?
It's been shot already, as a matter of fact.
Chai.
I thought that was supposed to be good news. But sorry, next time.
It's actually good news. I can't wait to see the video, and I'm hoping that all that I've imagined will be in that video.
Let's hope so.
Okay. We have Fireboy in the studio. You can ask him any question or call 0700-1051-1051. And let me check out this message here. Someone says, Prince Sassy says, please help me tell Fireboy that I love him so much. Isholuwa is such a great song.
Thank you.
And Suraj says, I have been doing music for decades, but you are amazing. You inspire me. I
appreciate that, Suraj. Thank you.
That's good. Drop a message on WhatsApp 0909-916-4403. Okay, so let's pick this call. Hello?
Huh? Good morning.
Good morning, actually. Good morning. What's your name?
Wale from Egeda.
All right,
Wale from Egeda.
Hi, Wale. What do you want to say to Fireboy?
First of all, I want to hail him. Fireboy, what's up?
Good morning, my brother. How you doing, bro?
Man, I've been your number one fan since 2018.
Wow, I really appreciate that, Wale. Thank you so much, man. God bless you.
I said I always used to have this problem with comparing you to your peers, like the Rema.
Everyone does, Wale. It's fine. I'm not judging you for it.
And I used to be like, okay, you were going to be miles ahead of them, but your peers have been dull.
Everybody's blessed. Thank you so much, Wale.
Thank you, Wale. Thank you so much for that comment. But to be honest, though, how do you handle that? Because you're not the only one that faces that. A lot of artists, they do a lot of this comparison, especially on that Twitter.
Yeah,
on X.
I think
how do you handle it?
It comes. We see the things we see. We move on. Charge to the game. One thing, everyone, fans, haters, trolls, everybody knows is that I will never reply though. That's one thing that's very standard. I will never respond or react. I think what really matters is what you want. To be honest, if what you want tallies with what you have, and you are okay with it, it's fine. If you want more, go for it. I think social media has a way of but it is what it is. As long as you know what you want and you have it, I think that's what matters. Me, I'm really happy with my life, and I think there's nothing that beats that in this life, man. I mean,
that's a good mentality because it's quite dicey.
It takes a while to get there.
Yeah,
but once
it's quite dicey. You see the comments, you see the tweet, the post,
I think
and you don't react.
Comes from just being grateful and thinking yo, I'm doing exactly what I want to do with my life. I'm making a living out of it. I can take care of myself. I can take care of my family. I can take care of anyone if I want to. Why would I be mad at a Twitter comment?
True. At the end of the day, I'm living my life. Because you get a lot of comment. Because recently I actually even saw one and I was like, okay, comparing you with your co-signee, that's Ashake, and I'm like, why do people do that?
Fans will be fans.
Fans will be fans. And even with that space, in that, when you see that, he doesn't actually cause any rift between you and
because that's my brother now.
Okay.
So yeah, that one usually is easy to like dust off, you know. Everyone, like, as long as you don't even have beef in real life, why should any, you know, like, we're cool with everyone. I mean, my generation, I can speak for my generation and say, like, every single one of those people that they compare us with, when we see each other in real life, we vibe. When we find each other in studios, we make music. You know, that's what matters.
Okay.
And we are all pushing Afrobeats together. We're making money. We're come on.
that's
Everything
great.
is making sense, man.
At the end of the day, I'm just just focusing on your grind, and that's important. And you said something that was also very striking. This whole beef thing. We're in a space where in the music industry that it seems like if you're not beefing someone, you won't stay relevant, or you won't push your music. You won't get the amount of streams that you need. And we're seeing recent ones right now because Davido and Wizkid, mostly Wizkid, actually dropping different comments on X about Davido, and we've seen the likes of Kendrick Lamar and Drake. What's your take on it, to be honest, about this whole feed in music industry?
I think everyone should just, like, as long as everyone just focus on like what really like concerns them, you know. Artists remain artists, fans remain fans, the media continue to like tell the stories. If everyone does their job, does what they're supposed to do, I think we'll all be fine. Beef, everything is all normal. Like, we're all humans. We all have, you know, emotional stuff. Stay out of what doesn't concern you. Make your music. That's where I'm at right now, man. I'm not going to lie to you.
To be honest, you're so drama free. Sometimes I ponder, I'm like, okay, we get gist about this person online, but you never get Fireboy was seen with one woman.
I hope it stays that way.
Well, what is your trick? What do you do?
There's no trick, you know. Like, right from the beginning, I've always just wanted to make music and hopefully like get everyone to like just love music and love Afrobeats and love African music. You know, that's what matters to me. Because I can take care of myself. And, like, my fans even already know. I think people already know the kind of person I am, and I think that's what this album is really supposed to do for me. Like, that's why I made this album. Like, yo, at this point, when I'm supposed to know me, I know the day involved in all this kind of things. I know they respond to the shit you get. Like, that's what the album is about. Like, yo, guys, it might seem like I'm just having fun. Don't say you've lost me. I'm still here. I'm still the Adedamola that you know. You know, that's what the album is really saying. You know, I think that's honestly where that's the mindset behind the album. Like, you guys should know me by now.
True.
You guys should know that, oh yeah, Playboy, blah blah blah, I'm just having fun. I have one of the biggest songs in the country. What do you want me to do? You know, like, I'm supposed to like act like it. I'm having fun. I went to the United States for the first time in my life. I'm seeing different things, and I made Peru, I made Playboy, I made Ashawo. You can already tell where my mind is at. I'm excited. I've never been to the US before. What do you want me to do? You know, like, what would you do in my shoes? You know, do you want me to remain that LTG lover boy guy at that stage in my life?
True.
You know, like, but seeing all that, being there, done that, I'm back now to say, guys, I am still that guy. I was just having a great time, because that's what you do when you find yourself in that life.
True,
you know?
true.
So, I hope everyone who listens to the album just realizes that, you know, that's what matters to me right now.
True, because at the end of the day, you're an artist, and as an artist, you're meant to explore your different, you know, vocal range, your different talent and creativity. And at the end of the day, that's what you did with this album, bringing us back to, hey, this is Fireboy.
Yeah, and also not to make it about myself.
Okay.
I also wanted people to feel like, I wanted the album to sound like a call to home. I wanted people to miss home, to have a sense of nostalgia. Wow, Lagwaja. Oh wow, Shinkuti, you made me miss Fela.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, like, just nostalgic, very nostalgic feel around the album. Just make people just miss home. I think there's going to be a lot of I Just Got Backs this December.
Yes.
And I'm grateful for that. You know, I think a lot of people really miss home.
Yes, they miss home, and this is actually a very like accommodating album. Good. Yeah. You're talking about missing home. When last did you visit Abeokuta?
It's tough. It's not easy out here. I have to make this paper. But what matters is, you know, keeping in touch with. Okay. Abeokuta is not necessarily home all the time.
True.
My parents are home, you know,
Okay.
so as long as I'm with them, I'm home, to be
Okay.
honest. So like, I try to, as much as possible to spend time with the people I call home.
Okay.
And I think that's what matters.
That's true. Let me check out this one. So someone says, "Hi, I'm Daniel from Ogun State. I used my last money to download Fireboy's album, and the album is going places. I'm so proud."
Thank you, Daniel. Your money did not waste.
You did not waste. So I said, please help me tell Fireboy that I love his album so much. I can't get one of the song out of my head. Can you please bless me with the verse to project? Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. God bless you.
This is Steve from Omwale. He says, "Fireboy, you're so good. More grace." How does that make you feel? I know you've probably yes, you get a lot of fan hype and all that, but how does that really, make you feel at the end of the day?
It feels great. It feels really nice, like for me it's just from a place of wow. Like this music that I'm making really makes people feel this happy enough to say these kind of things to me. That makes me feel really good. I'm blessed.
Good.
It's things like this that make me happy.
Yes, no.
It's things like this that make
True.
it easy to
True.
dust off
True.
trolls and comments and all those stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you're Fireboy at the end of the day.
Seriously.
How was working with Justin Timberlake? Did that kind of influence your album?
No, really. I was that song actually happened a while ago when I was in the States.
Okay.
So it was just a phase. I was in the States. I was that was also the period when I made Someone.
Oh, okay.
So I was in that Western pop
Vibes,
feel, I was just locked in,
Yeah.
and I've listened to a lot of these legends growing up. So it was, it's just easy. I just seamlessly sim into their world and bring my own Afrobeat feel into it.
Great. Okay, it's been nice chatting with you, and don't worry, I will let you go soon. But you have to play this game with me. It's called the Alphabet Game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a game I like to play a lot on the show, and it's simple. You said you love. There's a part. I think there was a time when you said that you like to branch into acting. Yeah. So let's try that today.
Oh wow.
Light, camera, action.
Okay.
So how this game works this way. So you know the alphabet, right? A, B, C, D. And we have to make sentences with each of the alphabet. We follow it accordingly.
Okay.
So I'll be like, "Are you good?" And you'd be like, "But I'm fine," that kind of thing. So we're gonna act. How's that?
Okay.
Do you
So we're
get
gonna
it?
act instead of talk.
Yeah. No, you're gonna talk. Like you're making
Oh,
speeches,
okay,
but you're gonna
okay,
react
okay.
like stuff
Let's do
like
this.
that. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
How about you start?
Okay. Are you having a good time?
Because you're here, duh.
Can see that.
Did you eat before coming here?
Ever, as a matter of fact.
For real?
Actually, I only said that to keep the conversation going.
Grown God goodness.
You missed I.
Oh Lord. Okay, let me go.
I think you've lost.
Oh my Lord, how can I lose my own game? That's unfair.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
I saw what you did there. I mean, it was wonderful actually chatting with you. Happy Boyfriend's Day, by the way.
Oh wow, today's boyfriend's day. Wow.
You've not gotten any gift or
Ladies,
messages
text
or what?
me.
Oh, ladies, you don't have. Oh, sorry. Ladies, not one, not lady.
I mean fans.
Oh, okay.
Female fans.
Okay. So,
Happy boyfriend's day to all the boyfriends out there and all the understanding ones too.
okay. So, have you gotten any gift from your girlfriend today?
No.
Oh, that's what are you gonna do? How does that make you feel?
This is gonna sound weird, but I'm not really a fan of gifts. But I'll text them to send gifts to me.
Did you say them? You're confusing me right now. Do you have like more than one girlfriend? I feel like you're dating. I'm like, what's she saying?
I mean, my reputation out there has been tainted. So what can I do?
So you just
Yeah, I just have to like
fit into the character.
Exactly.
Wow. So in case you're crushing on Fireboy, no hope. You probably have to join
It's
the
a long
list.
queue.
Exactly. You have to join the list. Probably hundreds.
But I love every single one of them. Happy boyfriend's day one more time.
How do you manage more than one person?
Keeping boundaries helps a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice. I'm not shocked. you rendered me speechless. Okay, so I don't usually do this here, but I want to do it with you. Is there any question you want to ask me?
How are you holding up?
That's deep. especially in this country. It's been deep, man. I think prayers, mostly prayers and motivation, daily mantra. Just keep on, believing in myself, ensuring that, I keep my mind in the right framework. Thank you for asking that. That's very deep. Very deep person.
I'm glad you're okay. Thank you. Thank you for having me. This was. Yeah. I had a great time.
I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you had a great time. And we'll go listen to this song, Back and Forth.
Yes, sir.
By Fireboy and Lagbaja. We'll also listen to Change My Life.